There's a desk there.
So, again, alright. So again, the big thing here is that we need to get through the second page today. So, here we go. First one we calculated hourly rate. Second one we talked about if this, so much money per year. Third one we talked about how to find hours depending on what times I give you. Be ready for that one. These could be some weird times depending on what the book gives you. This one we calculated for overtime, especially holiday pay. So now we're going on to the next one. We want to find total earnings if this particular person is making tips. So it's going to be a tip-based problem. That's one we did in class. So $6.75 an hour. That's a lot. Dyer was even bringing it up earlier. $6.75 for waiters, a lot. Usually it's significantly less than that. $2 to $4 range, somewhere in that usually is the normal. But in a 40-hour week, you earn so much in tips. So what I would do, take $6.75, multiply by how many hours he worked that week. That will give you his normal wages for his hours that he worked. And then what you also have to do after this is all done, so whatever number you get here, you're going to have to add this number with the $310.50 because he's adding up all of his tips for that week. Notice on this particular problem, he isn't getting so many tips per hour. If that was the case, like, oh, hey, you're going to make, $5 in tips per hour. You have to figure out in 40 hours how many tips that is, how much money that would be. So you got to calculate the hours per what you're making. But again, whatever this number is, you're going to have to add it with your tips. Tips go on top of your salary per hour. Okay, questions at all about how to do it? What kind of number did we get here? Is it big?
$580.
$580 is that what we're getting?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense because you're getting paid pretty good money for 40 hours, but then your tips on top should spike it over the edge. So 580, that seems about right. Okay, that was number 5. Any questions on how you do it? Okay, again, I'm going to pick a random problem from the book that we had for our homework. So it can be any of those problems that we did previously on tips. Okay, because I think we did like 5 or 6 of them. This is just one of my picks. All right, let's go to the next one. So this employee is making so much money per item produced. So Geraldo here is making a bunch of items. He's making 41, 37, 48, 35, and 39 items per week. What I would do first, add those numbers up to figure out your total that you're going to make. So just add these together.
200.
200 even? So you made 200 items in that week. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your items times that price. So, because you're getting paid per item, that's the piece rate. So, say it again? 156?
Well, that is a really crappy pay rate.
So, yeah, not a lot.
Garbage.
But maybe you're only working an hour or two to do that. If that's your normal wages, like and you're working a 40-hour week, I probably wouldn't be working there. That's pretty small change to be putting that much time in. But maybe that's you're only working 1 hour. Maybe you're just in the morning helping out, and you're getting paid $156 to help an hour each day. That's not bad. You can deal with that. Easy pocket change for you. Questions? Okay. Yes. Took the piece rate, like the rate, the 78 cents, times how many items you made, times 200. Okay?
What's disturbing?
What?
What is disturb?
Describe.
Describe.
Disturb.
Oh, described.
I'm disturbed.
Described. I'm gonna have to fix that. I didn't even notice. I
It's
should have noticed it was in red.
It says it on the paper too.
Where is it?
It's on the paper too.
Jerk off.
I knew what you meant. Yeah.
I can't spell. All right, let's move on.
I didn't know jerk.
So, not checking it. Oh, looking at the numbers, not looking at what I did for directions. All right, let's go to number 7. Okay, you're earning so much money. You're earning so much salary semi-monthly, and I want to know to find a person's earnings per 1 year. So to do this problem, you need to. To do this problem correctly, we need to have that chart that we used. That chart is. Let me bring it up here.
It's
this chart here, pictures, and pay chart. All right, this chart will be on the board on test day. So, because it's one of those things like you just have to see it in front of you, it'll be this. Now, if you're not testing in this room, so I know some people want that peace and quiet, they want to go somewhere else. If you're not, I'll have this written down on a piece of paper. So you have it, everyone will have it, okay? All right, question.
I get my wisdom teeth out tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take it Monday or whatever day you're back, because I don't know.
Matt, you're gonna be
Alright.
dumber than you are now.
Okay,
My wisdom
hey, that
teeth.
just means you're gonna have to study, so that
Alright.
don't lose track of things. Watch those videos and stuff.
Alright.
When did you say?
Tomorrow.
Watch those videos
We're
when
taking
you're
a
high.
test tomorrow.
Like,
Full class. You walk in, I hand them out, you sit, we're gone.
Alright, should we just get that one day then? Okay.
So the corner is
Next.
Okay,
Okay, alright. Okay, so, let's do the semi-monthly.
Yeah.
So, that means, if you look at this chart, you're gonna get 24 paychecks of what they said. Now, what was that money they said on that second question?
$2,376. Semi-monthly.
$376, you're getting that twice a month. So what you do, so there's two ways to do this. You can take this times 24, and that would just give you your total year pay. And that's what I'm looking for. Some people don't think of that. They go, okay, you're getting 24 checks a month, they'll just add up 2376, they'll add it twice to figure out what that first month is and take that times 12, it's the same thing. So, because some people like to think about how many paychecks you're actually going to receive, and then they'll add it up for the full year. But again, you just take it times whatever number it was. It will tell you that, and I'll have that chart on the board. If you know you're not in this room, I'll have it on a piece of paper for you. So that way you have it, everyone has that same information. And again, yes, you can use calculators. Okay, let's go to the next one. Hopefully that made sense to you. I know I want to alleviate some stress today. That's the whole point of doing this practice guide. Number 8, commission rates. Okay, so you're getting so much commission. This is one that I've had a lot of questions on. We did a couple of these problems in class, but I never assigned a bunch of them. I think the only problems I assigned in class was to compare the commission rate when a business is charging more money than what, the NADA recommended manufacturer's resale should be. And we compared it. Well, what we did in class, like the couple days leading up to that, was talk about if you sold farm equipment, like this situation. How much commission would you make if you're only making 6% commission on that farm equipment? So, what you do is you take $670,985, you take it times 0.066. Now, why you multiply by that? If they give you your commission rate, you have to convert this. You have to convert to a decimal. That means whatever decimal they give you, you move the decimal back 2 spots. So this is where the decimal will sit. And then you fill in all the zeros. No matter what. So if they say you're getting 30% commission, fine. Your decimal's here, you move it back 2 spots, and you're multiplying by 0.3. You just move it back. Yours was a small number, 6%, so I had to move it back a couple of spots. You're still gonna see on this problem, you get a lot of money. You're making like 47 grand or something like that. Is that what it is? It's like 40,000 something?
Or 42,000, or no, 44,000.
44,285.
44,285?
Yes.
And 1 cent.
And 1 cent, okay. Yeah, you're making a lot of money. That's one sale. You just made 44 grand. That's what some people make in a whole year. You made it in one sale. And then you gotta add that to the sales, to your salary earned. This is just what you're getting paid. Maybe they have some number that you get paid per hour. Maybe that's a local business that will do that. Car salesmen, in here, I think there's only a few businesses that will pay you per hour, few pocket change per hour, and then you get your commission on top of that. Because the commission for those types of businesses that give you an hourly rate, the commission is usually significantly lower, but that's a safer bet than not making sales all year. So at least you're getting some money. But you have to add these two together, and that gives you your total. Does that make sense? You're adding just the salary plus your commission. The part I'm worried about with this problem number 8 is, can you calculate the commission correctly? Do you know how to move? Yeah, do you know how to move that decimal over 2 spots? You multiply these two numbers together to get that 44 grand. That's what I'm worried about. Can you do that? Alright, questions about how to convert the decimal or what to do? Hopefully I did enough explaining there. Okay, I believe we have only one more problem, correct? There's only 9 problems? One more, this is the last problem today. Last problem. We're gonna calculate our deductions and our final price. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we have a gross pay situation where there's deductions coming out. What I want you to calculate is find the total deductions. Notice that in the directions. I want to know what your total things coming off your paycheck are and your final net pay. There's 2 things. So here's how you do it. Ignore the gross pay for right now. Ignore that. What I would like you to do is add up federal tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare, and health insurance. You're going to add those together right now.
552.56.
These numbers? That shouldn't be 500, that should be maybe in the hundreds, right? $102.50. Again, if you're typing on one of my calculators, make sure you clear it first, like hit that clear button like 6-7 times to make sure there's nothing else entered. Then you can start adding. Nothing's worse than coming in here, picking up one of those random calculators from the back and somebody already typed something in to mess with you. They typed it in, there's a 0 showing up on the screen, but there's something in the background typed in already.
What's a 57?
57, sorry, 57.
Oh, I see what it is.
Alright, okay, so we added those all up, that's my deduction. So check, we already found the first part. These are all the deductions. We're not done yet though. These are what they're gonna deduct from your paycheck. The final thing is to take your gross pay of $403 and subtract the deductions out. What this will do, this will give you your net pay. You're gonna subtract the deductions out. But I wanna know your total deductions before you subtract it. What do we get?
280 and 43 cents.
There you go. 280 bucks. That was about the size of my paycheck when I first got a job when I was in freshman high school. That's about, I was getting paid per 2 weeks per day.
You said
We're gonna have a movie store, it was awesome.
280,
43 cents.
That's about it. I wasn't working a lot of hours, I was working about 30 hours or so. And a movie store that didn't have to do much.
Where's the movie store at?
It was in Clear Lake right next to Subway. So, it was awesome. You had to watch movies all day. No customers ever came in, so I could just watch movies all day. It was awesome. And they paid me money to watch movies.
How many taxes?
So 45 minutes after the hour. So that's 45 minutes is 0.75 minutes. 45 minutes, that is about 75 minutes.
So did you just take 38 times look off something?
0.75 times however many, what you're paying is $10 an hour. So 7.50.
Refill this quick?
Yeah. That's,
And this
so
in?
that's what you, 0.75 is what, if you're working for 45 minutes to get.
Yeah, it's got the other
Yes. Okay, alright, practice guide, get it done complete. This practice test is due tomorrow when you walk in here. It's gotta be turned in, don't lose it.